Consumer demand for organically produced goods continues to show double-digit growth, providing market incentives for U.S. farmers across a broad range of products. Products are now available in nearly 20,000 natural food stores and nearly 3 out of 4 conventional grocery stores. Organic sales account for over 4% of total U.S. food sales, according to recent industry statistics.
It's hard not to notice the organic craze sweeping through our local markets and creeping into our daily routines.
What does organic mean to you?
Fresh.
What does the word organic mean to you?
Healthy.
What does organic mean to you?
I associate organics with food that is overpriced and not as good for you as it's advertised to be.
What does organic mean to you?
To me, organic means that it is grown or raised without pesticides, herbicides, chemicals, hormones, antibiotics, to the best of their ability.
I'm Mark Smith. I'm a chiropractic neurologist. I have a bachelor's degree in science, a graduate degree, and a doctorate in chiropractic, and I'm a board-certified chiropractic neurologist.
What does organic mean to you?
Organic is a standard that where the food is grown without pesticides, herbicides, artificial chemicals, and artificial fertilizers. So it's a very natural product.
What does organic mean to you?
It means pure, natural, and healthy, and unadulterated.
So far, we've heard a few personal opinions regarding organic food. Now, let's take a look at how the USDA defines the word organic. Organic is a labeling term that indicates that the food or other agricultural product has been through approved methods that integrate cultural, biological, and mechanical practices that foster cycling of resources, promote ecological balance, and conserve biodiversity. Synthetic fertilizers, sewage, sludge, irradiation, and genetic engineering may not be used in the production of organic goods.
Organic Foods Production Act of 1990 sets terms for organic labeling, effectively denies the use of the word organic except for the purposes set forth by legislation.
Organic Foods Production Act 1990. It took 12 long years before shoppers saw a USDA organic label in the marketplace. Today, the USDA organic seal means that the product you see in the stores is at least 95% organic.
Regarding organic livestock, the USDA organic seal verifies that producers met animal health and welfare standards, did not use antibiotics or growth hormones, used 100% organic feed, and provided animals with access to the outdoors. Regarding organic crops, the USDA organic seal verifies that irradiation, sewage sludge, synthetic fertilizers, prohibited pesticides, and genetically modified organisms were not used. Regarding organic multi-ingredient foods, the USDA organic seal verifies that the product has 95% or more certified organic content. If the label claims that it was made with specified organic ingredients, you can be sure that those specified ingredients are certified organic.
Certification process. To become certified, producers submit an application for organic certification to a USDA accredited certifying agent. This application includes a detailed description of the operation to be certified, a history of substances applied to land during the previous 3 years, the organic products grown, raised, or processed, and a written organic system plan describing the practices and substances to be used. Certification process continued. The USDA accredits state departments of agriculture and private organizations around the world to serve as certifying agents. Agents review the written application to ensure that practices comply with organic regulations. An inspector conducts an on-site inspection of the applicant's operation. Afterward, the certifying agent reviews the inspector's report. If the written application and the on-site inspection show that all practices comply with organic regulations, the agent grants certification to the operator for 1 year.
Facts about organic food. People who sell or label a product organic and it does not meet USDA standards can be fined up to $11,000 for each violation. Organic milk can contain about twice the levels of heart-healthy omega-3 fats compared to conventional milk. New science indicates that exposures to insecticides during pregnancy can cut a child's IQ 4% to 7% by age 9. According to studies, eating organic produce can increase your antioxidant intake by about 30% over conventionally grown produce.
Conventional farming refers to a method of farming in which the use of GMOs, chemical pesticides, herbicides, and chemical fertilizers is allowed.
So why are pesticides bad?
The U.S. and other international government agencies have linked farming with pesticides with a variety of health problems.
As acknowledged by U.S. and international government agencies, different pesticides have been linked to a variety of health problems, including brain and nervous system toxicity, cancer, hormone disruption, skin, eye, and lung irritation.
Not all foods are created equal. Nearly 2/3 of the 3,015 produce samples tested by the U.S. Department of Agriculture in 2013 contained pesticide residues, a surprising finding in the face of soaring consumer demand for food without agricultural chemicals. Pesticides persisted on fruits and vegetables tested by the USDA, even when they were washed and, in some cases, peeled. USDA EWG's Shopper's Guide to Pesticides in Produce recognizes that many people who want to reduce their exposure to pesticides in produce cannot find or afford an all-organic diet. It helps them seek out conventionally grown fruits and vegetables that tend to test low for pesticide residues. When they want foods whose conventional versions test high for pesticides, they can make an effort to locate organic versions. The Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. EWG singles out produce with the highest pesticide loads for its Dirty Dozen list. This year, it's comprised of apples, peaches, nectarines, strawberries, grapes, celery, spinach, sweet bell peppers, cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, imported snap peas, and potatoes. Each of these foods tested positive a number of different pesticide residues and showed higher concentrations of pesticides than other produce items. EWG's Clean 15 list of produce least likely to hold pesticide residues consist of avocados, sweet corn, pineapples, cabbage, frozen sweet peas, onions, asparagus, mangoes, papayas, kiwis, eggplant, grapefruit, cantaloupe, cauliflower, and sweet potatoes. Relatively few pesticides were detected on these foods, and tests found low total concentrations of pesticides on them.
An array of complex and integrated factors influence a person's food choice behaviors.
Factors include socioeconomic status, level of health, reasonable access, level of education, age, concern for the environment or animal welfare, and cost being one of the biggest prohibitive factors.
People have said that cost is one reason why they don't buy organic. What are your thoughts on this? What kind of advice do you have for someone who may be interested in buying organic, but is also trying to stay cost conscious?
Buy the organic that you can. Buy the organic that counts. I think the most important things would be your vegetables, your berries. These are things that are sprayed the most, that they use the most chemicals on. Choose your grass-fed meats that are free from the hormones and the antibiotics that are so affecting our gut health. There are certain things that if you can't get them organic, it's not as big of a deal. Things like oranges, grapefruit, avocados that you peel. They're going to have a less high amount of pesticides in them and herbicides in them, I believe.
guys, I'm here at the South of James Farmers Market and I have found Lindsay here and we were going to ask her a couple of questions about organic food. So Lindsay, how often do you come to the farmers market?
A couple times a month. More in the summer.
More in the summer?
Yeah.
When it's warmer, unlike today?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you like to buy when you come here at the farmers market?
I like to buy a lot of meat, and we buy a lot of veggies and fruits here too.
Do you typically buy conventional food or organic, or do you focus more on local? What's more of your focus when you come here, when you're looking at foods to buy for yourself or your family?
When we come here, well, I mostly don't buy meat from the grocery store. Normally we normally get all of our meat from local vendors. And most of the time, yeah, I do buy organic, even when I'm at the grocery store.
What are some of your reasons for focusing on organic food versus conventional?
I like organic food because it doesn't have as many pesticides and chemicals, which is really important for me because I have a 5-year-old. I like to make sure that she's not eating processed food and stuff like that. I don't want the chemicals getting into her body.
So you focus more on your family's health and making decisions about food choices when you're out in either the grocery stores or the farmers market. All right, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk to us. Have a great one.
The reason I buy organic food is because is two major reasons. The studies that I'm familiar with about organic food show that when you compare conventionally grown food to organic food, the vitamin nutrient content, the vitamin content, mineral content is substantially close to the same. But newer studies have shown that the organic food is much more filled or laden or got a lot more phytochemicals and phytonutrients. And phytonutrients tend to be the things that stop inflammation and regulate blood sugar and hormones and have huge health-building properties. So, and then the second thing is that I want to avoid pesticide and herbicide exposures because those are linked with not good things, like whether it's cancer or attention deficit or brain disorders. There's plenty of literature about that. We want to avoid that stuff.
What are your reasons for buying organic?
I guess health is probably the first one. It's healthier because I'm not eating things that you're not supposed to eat, pesticides, herbicides, etc. And also the food that's grown organically is in soil that's natural, not full of pesticides, herbicides, artificial stuff that ends up being washed into the groundwater or streams or whatever. Those are the two basic reasons.
What are your reasons for organic farming?
We want to raise good, clean food, nutritious food. We want to do that for ourselves, for our children, and for our customers. Food that's highly nutritious and that's free from chemical residues.